Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my Creative Time with Emma, and also welcome to another Tuesday. Today we are showing you different ways to use my dies. So this way, just different creative ways, so this way you won't think that there's only one way to use my dies, because a lot of you have a ton of my dies, so I kind of want to we want to like show you different ways, okay? So I'm going to show you everything I'm using today. I am using my popcorn background. This is a stamp set along with some coordinating dies. We're only going to be using the dies. I'm using my scallop egg dies, and I'm using the bigger egg right there. And then I'm using my favorite Hello Chickie revised set. I'm using the Have a Blessed Easter sentiment. And I'm also using this stamping mask paper. I've totally been hoarding this. I've had this for like ever. And I don't like to use it because I don't want to waste it, because there's only 12 sheets in here. And I know I say only, but that's still a little to me. So I've been using this wisely over the few years that I've had it. So, oh, and I also use my stitched rectangular dies, okay? So this is what I did. I used my stitched rectangular die to cut this out here. Then I used my egg die to cut out the center. Now, as you can see, there is stitching on the negative portion there. So that's going to be the layer to my card. And then what I did, this is the base right here. So on this one, let me just kind of just to keep that closed there. So this one, what I did was I traced, this is the base, that just a standard A2 size paper tray ink cardstock. So what I did was I grabbed this and I traced it on the inside, okay? But I want to make like a little cloud background for this, so that's where the masking paper came in. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this here, because when I ink it up, I don't want it to kind of go anywhere else where it shouldn't go, so it won't look sloppy when I put it all together. So we are going to go ahead, I'm going to try and put this down without messing this up. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Well, that looks okay to me. So now what we are going to do, okay, I want to just grab my, let's see here. Let's go ahead and use broken china. Okay, let me grab a little, alright, grab one of these thingies here. I'm not sure what these are called, but we're going to use this. And then what I want to do, I just kind of want to just, all I'm doing, to be honest with you, is just putting some ink on. I'm not doing anything special. Let me grab like a piece of scratch paper here. Let me just use this. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead. You know what I want to do actually? Do I want to do? No, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and just do some simple inking. That's it. Nothing special. You know what I'm saying? And it might look a little uneven, but it's okay, because I mean, what sky looks perfect, right? So you see how I went a little bit heavy right there. Now, back in the days, I literally just start over, but now I don't. It's okay. Okay, so you know what? We're just going to leave it alone, okay? We're just going to leave it just like that, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I want to stamp my sentiment in here. So let me grab my, let's see. Let's grab this right here. We're going to use our little Misty. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and just stamp our Have a Blessed Easter right there. Let me put this here. Okay, and then we're just going to use some Ranger ink. This is the Archival Ranger. Now I might have to stamp this again, but let's see how it turns out. actually not bad, but I'm going to do it one more time because I like it to be nice and dark and vibrant. Okay. Have a blessed Easter. Oh, much better. Okay, so that is tons better. Let me just grab my little wipey here. Let's go ahead and just clean this off so I could put it away now. I know I said that before. It's so hard to, like, you know, it's like once you get into the groove of things in your craft room, trying to keep it up, it's rough. You know, I try, but who am I kidding? It's just not possible, right? So, well, to me, because it's like sometimes you just get too wrapped up into everything that you're so excited. You want to hurry up and do different things. But I'm going to try and keep my room clean again. Can't make any promises. Okay, so that part is done. Now what I want to do is, let's see. We are going to use our little popcorns as flowers. So I thought that would be something different. We're going to take the masking off after I adhere all of this down. But how cute is that? Okay, so what I'm going to do, I know leaves are supposed to be, they're supposed to be green. Well, should we make, I don't know, I think I might, I was thinking, I'm going to use this right here. I just decided to throw this in. This was called The Beautiful Day, and I want to use the stems to this one. And let's see, I think, let me grab some green ink really quick. Okay, let me show you what I did. I thought I turned my camera on while I was doing this whole thing, but clearly I didn't. So basically, oopsie, what I did was I went ahead, hopefully you could see this. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit for you. What I did was I grabbed those our popcorn flowers. I traced the bottom portion. I put a little line where I wanted the stem to go, okay? So I have the little stem on here already. So I'm going to go ahead and start inking that up really quick. And the ink I am using, which is my favorite archival ink olive color. I love that. I love these inks. I think these, if I had to, like, I don't know, if I have to get rid of any inks and just keep one, if I had the choice to keep one, I would totally keep the archival inks because they are fabulous. All right, hear my doggy barking. Okay. Okay, so I got one down, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move this over to this side here. Let me kind of put it like so. And let me close this up so it could stick on right there, right? And then we're going to go ahead and just ink that up again. Then I'm going to need a longer one, a longer stem for the middle one. Perfecto. All right, so let me clean this guy up there. And then what I'm going to do, let me put this back. This is my favorite flower set, like, in the whole world. I love this set. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this guy right there. So let me go ahead and close this up. And let me move this out of the way just a tad. And then I'm going to ink this one up really quickly here. Now I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do at the center of those flowers. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to put them on there just plain. So I'm still brainstorming here as I'm doing this. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm not sure what my doggies are barking at because, hold on one second. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm not sure. I went to go check because usually when your dog barks, you don't want to ignore it because there's a reason. There's a reason why they're barking. Okay, so, and let me go ahead. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to erase these little guys here, you know, where I traced the flower so I can know where I wanted to put the little stems. So I'm just going ahead and erasing that portion there. Okay. Let me erase this top part as well. I should have used a lighter pencil, but that's all right. There we go. Sometimes this little stuff gets on here. There you go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, we're going to go ahead and pop these guys up here. I want to pop them up for sure because I think that will just look really cute. So I'm going to go ahead and put these guys on here. Let me see. Let's see how let's see if they're going to be touching each other in any way. No. Okay, that's perfect. So let's go ahead and just pop this guy up as well. I think I'm still brainstorming on what I want to do with the actual middle parts of the flower, which I think I might put a little sequence on the center of each one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take this mask off right now. Okay, and now that I just ripped it, I can't use it again. Isn't that cute? It's almost like magic when you're done with it. So I don't like that eraser I was using. I'm going to use another one here just to go ahead and erase this portion around that I traced the actual egg. Let me erase that part. Yeah, this eraser is just a little bit better. So I'm going to need a different eraser to erase around the actual, let's see, where did it go? I know I have a little skinny eraser somewhere. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this one to erase around that flower because I can't, that eraser's too thick to get around it. Super duper cute. Okay, so now I'm going to grab I could leave it like that, but I want to take it up a step further and go ahead and pop this up like so. Bless you, honey. Okay. My doggie, I think she might have allergies. She's so cute. Did you hear her cute little sneeze? Okay, let's see. You know what? I might just have to use all of these because I don't know where my other pop-up tape is right now, so that's fine. We're going to go ahead and just put a few of these on here. Well, it's going to be more than a few. You know me, I love using lots and lots of adhesive, and I do want this popped up for sure. Put that there. Now I may cut some just so the sides won't, go down right there, because I don't want, oh, there's some cut already, so let's go ahead and utilize these. There we go. And then put that one there. Let me go ahead and just cut these other guys right here in half. Sorry, this card's taking a long time to do. I thought it would be done. I thought it would be a little bit quicker, but apparently not. Yes, there's a lot on there. There's a lot on there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off all of those little back pieces in a bit. Before I do, I want to go ahead. What I really want to do is put some things in the center, which I think I am going to go with. Let's see. Maybe these little silver guys. I got these little silver guys here from Pretty Pink Posh. And I'm pretty sure they still have them. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Actually, this is really pretty. Let me grab some adhesive here. I am going to, let's just go ahead and just use this glossy accent since this is right here. And this just does the job as well. Let me just put this little pin there. So open that up. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay. I think this is going to look really cute. There we go. There's one down. And let's go ahead and put this down as well. And that's all. I think I'm just going to leave this card as is. And I'll go ahead and take off this adhesive after because my lunch is ready. I just heard the timer go off. And I got to feed my man as he just got home from work. I know he's starving. Okay. So basically that's what it's going to look like, okay? If I decide to add anything, you definitely want to visit my blog to see that at www.creativeTimeForMe.com to see the final picture of my actual card. Okay, everyone? So that is it. I hope this helped you out some by kind of using my dies in a different way other than what it was intended to. And I love those cute little flowers. I love the way they came out. Okay, everyone, again, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you all back here tomorrow. Oh, also, don't forget to check out my blog at www.creativetimeforme.com to see what my team has made for you using their dies. Okay, everyone? So, again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.